Do you constantly feel like there's not enough hours in the day? Or is it that you're not using your hours well? Let's talk about it. Hey, friend, if you're a healthcare worker feeling like your days are a never ending whirlwind of charting, patient messages, and trying to be everything to everyone, I see you because I'm there myself. I'm Dr. Santina, or Tina Wheat. I'm a family medicine physician, an educator, a mom, and a coach who helps healthcare professionals rediscover their purpose and protect their peace, conquering their chaos to get to calm. Today, I am walking you through one of the most effective but underrated tools that I use to help my clients go from chaotic and burned out to clear and calm. And it's called the time audit. And don't worry, I'll make it super doable. Because before you can find more time for what matters, you have to get honest about where your time is actually going. Now, let me ask you something. Do you ever get to the end of the day and feel like you've worked nonstop and feel like you haven't gotten anything done? The other question is, did you not get the right things done? Or do you ever feel like you're constantly putting out fires with no time to actually rest, reflect, or go to the bathroom without guilt? Absolutely same. And it happened to me just last week. I came home and I told my husband that I got nothing done. I did list all of the things that I got done. And my husband said, "Tina, you got so much done today." And I said, "Well, I feel like I didn't get any of my to-do list done." But that's not the same thing. And you know what? That's the chaos talking. But what if you could interrupt that cycle and start building your day around your priorities, your values, and your actual energy levels? That is what this time audit is here to help you with. So let's get started. Let's start with step number 1, which is track your time. Sounds simple, right? All you're going to do is pick 3 to 5 typical days, maybe a mix of work days and off days, and document what you're doing in 30-minute or hour-long chunks. And the important part is to be real. You don't have to overthink it. You just have to be honest with yourself. You could use a notebook. You could use an Excel or Google sheet. You could use a time tracking app like Toggle or something else that's free. I don't want you to wait for the perfect day. There's not going to be one, and you're not being graded on it. You just have to be honest with yourself. You need to notice, what types of work are you doing? How often are you interrupted? When do you check email? When do you scroll through social media? When do you multitask? How often are you working? Or are you just sort of pretending like you're working when you're exhausted? It doesn't need to be a perfect log. It just needs to be one that's true. Then you're going to move on to reflect and recognize the patterns. And this is when you're going to ask yourself the hard questions. You're going to ask yourself, what surprised me? Where am I spending time on the things that don't align with what I say matters to me? Where is my time being stolen by distractions? Where is my time being stolen by perfectionism? Where is my time being stolen by overcommitment? Those are some hard questions. You might notice that you're in meetings that drain yourself, saying yes to too much, or spending hours on documentation that could be streamlined. You might realize that you never have any downtime. Even when you do have downtime, you might notice that your brain is spinning and you're not actually recovering. This step is wonderful because it can bring clarity. And the truth is sometimes discomfort. But that's a gift. It's a gift because you can't change what you don't name. Now we're going to move on to the final step, which is the most powerful part, rethinking and reclaiming your time. You're going to look at your audit and ask some final questions. What do I want more of? What do I need less of? Where can I draw a boundary? Where can I say no? And where can I ask for help? And this means different things to different people. That might mean blocking 30 minutes for a real lunch break. That might mean setting a timer to stop charting at a certain hour. That might mean setting a timer for each chart so that you know that it's not perfect, but can be good enough. and for other things too, letting go of being perfect and settling for good enough. It's important to remember that perfect and burnt out is not better than present and rested. And then to keep in mind that even the small shifts matter. You don't have to do a total overhaul, especially all at once. Just a few reclaimed pockets of time that reflect your purpose and needs can be extremely meaningful. So you might be wondering, so I track my time, I make a few tweaks, but does that really help if I'm feeling burnt out? And my answer to you is absolutely. Because burnout isn't just about being tired. It is about feeling disconnected from meaning and joy. And when you start aligning your time with what fills you up, not just what empties you out, you take back your power. This is about agency. This is about remembering that your time, your energy, and your attention are not infinite. They are finite. And you get to choose how to spend them. You get to choose how much of your life is spent in reaction versus intention. And when we are intentional, our lives are always better. I'm going to say that again. When we are intentional, our lives are always better. Now, if this resonated with you and you are craving more clarity, you are craving more calm and more connection to your why, then I would love to invite you to my free masterclass, Pathway from Chaos to Calm. In this live session, I will walk you through practical tools to help you reduce stress, protect your time, set realistic boundaries, and rediscover what actually brings you joy in your work and life. I will give you a pathway that you can use continuously to help you stay in that zone that brings you from chaos to calm. This is great whether you are feeling burnt out or just over it all. You don't have to stay stuck. There is a pathway forward, and I would love to walk it with you. This is also great if you are feeling well and you want to stay there and don't want to go into burnout. All you have to do is click the link below to grab your spot. It is free, it is live, but I will also be sending out the replay, and it's going to feel like a breath of fresh air. And I hope that I will see you there. Now, if this video today was helpful, make sure that you like it and subscribe and leave a comment below. I would especially love to hear what you noticed from your own time audit. Come back and share it with us. And remember, in case anybody has not told you this, you are not lazy, you are not broken, and most importantly, you are not alone. You are a human navigating a high stress system. But with a little strategy and support, you can find your way back to clarity, purpose, peace, and most importantly, calm. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the masterclass. And if you want additional support, I also do offer coaching, so please reach out. I'm happy to support you.